And let's start with the AI summit and breaking news coming out of that no handshake moment that's gone completely viral. OpenAI's inner circle to big rivals with Altman and Dario. They're refusing to hold hands for the picture. It is in fact Altman and that rivalry at play, on display at the AI summit, the Cold War in New Delhi of the artificial intelligence leaders there, as you can see, as Prime Minister Modi holds Altman's hand, but there you can see no handshake, no holding hands there for the earlier. In fact, here we're talking about the big inner circle of OpenAI going from, working together to not even wanting to hold hands on a public forum. Well, we have Aishwarya and Vishnu joining us in order to get us the latest on this. Vishnu, over to you first. What do you make of this picture that speaks 1,000 words?
Well, it reflects the real challenges in global AI systems. The fact of the matter is that Sam Altman of OpenAI and Dario Amodei of Anthropic are the most bitter rivals. And the two companies that they lead and the agentic AI apps that they lead are fundamentally, they come from a fundamentally different approach towards AI. So some would suggest that Anthropic has a safety first priority, and while no AI sort of firm would not have that, it is believed that capability first defines OpenAI more. The two of them have a massive competition in terms of their applications themselves. OpenAI has ChatGPT, GPT-5, Anthropic has Claude 4 and Sonnet. So, I mean, these are the two primary market players. OpenAI with ChatGPT dominates consumer markets, approximately 80% of all traffic, while Claude, which is done by Anthropic, accounts for approximately a 40% market share. And so you saw that very awkward moment when there was the Prime Minister, there was Sam Altman, and then to Altman's left was Dario Amodei. And while the Prime Minister raised his hands, as he often does, clenching the hands of the person to his sides, the person to his left, Sam Altman, held the Prime Minister's hand, but Sam Altman, his other hand, his left hand was in a fist, and Dario Amodei, who was to his left, had his right hand in a fist. So they weren't sort of clenching each other's hand. That sort of reflects the competition, and in a sense that reflects the fundamental differences as far as AI is concerned. These are huge companies. Their market value is off the charts. They are in deep competition with one another, and in a stage like this, the world's biggest stage in terms of a summit on AI, they refuse to clench hands or clench fists. Whereas India has been saying constantly that all AI firms need to work together. It has to be safe, it has to be equitable. That doesn't necessarily fit or match with the rivalry of these various companies, and that's something that we certainly need to reflect on.
Absolutely, Vishnu. Aishwarya with us as well. Aishwarya, like Vishnu was pointing out, they seem very reluctant to join hands. Eventually, instead of making a show of unity, the two just raised their hands up in the air, breaking the chain, as we can see in that picture. If you could zoom in on that, on the arms of the two leaders there, the tech giants, literally, as Vishnu has been pointing out. Aishwarya, what is being made of this?
Well, certainly, and many in the industry clearly was waiting for this movement to arrive, where both the global industry leaders were on the same stage. They haven't shook hands with each other. Perhaps it would be a difficult task for the host country, certainly, to bring them on one page. When we are speaking about the outcomes of the AI Impact Summit, these rivalries which have been for now years, and the Cold War, what we are speaking about between the two giants, will they come under a same page as India is pushing to democratize AI and to bring an open platform for all the AI industries? Whether that will happen or not is something very interesting. But yes, there have been conversations with the stakeholders as far as the host country is concerned. The CEO is in talks with different industry leaders as well. But certainly this was a movement after the Prime Minister's speech that both the tech giants haven't shake their hands. Yes, of course, the picture is literally going viral, but where it will come down as far as the joint statement of the India AI Summit and whether all will be on the same page. In between all of this, Cold War, or what we say is rivalry between the two giants, whether they will be on the same page is something very interesting to see.